Deadpool and the Wolverine. That's the movie of today, and for some reason this poster just, not big enough or wide enough to show in the entire frame. But I'm doing my best here. So, this is Deadpool 3. Love the Deadpool movies. Wolverine's one of, if not my all-time favorite comic book character of all time, comic superhero. And just putting these two together was meant to be in more ways than one. I've been a huge fan of the Deadpool movies. I think I got the chance to review the second one for the channel. Yes, I believe it came out the same year as Infinity War, about a month later, I think. So yeah, really excited for this. Obviously, Marvel hasn't really been having the best of times lately. They've kind of fallen from their former grace, a couple that they had in the previous decade. Yeah, this decade hasn't been quite as kind to Marvel as the previous one, but I'm hopeful. I enjoyed the trailer for Captain America: Brave New World, and this thing just, I think, is gonna pop the momentum right back just in time for that movie. So yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine for the first time ever in live action. Can't wait to see that. And wouldn't you know it, I wonder who planned this, to have Ryan Reynolds' new movie poster right next to Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend's big movie. I wonder if that was planned. Probably wasn't, but it's a nice coincidence. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and see the movie and tell you what I think about it when I come out. See you then. Alright, so Deadpool and Wolverine. Just so happens that there's the ad playing in the back. I don't know if you can see it. No, the lighting's way off. So we're gonna have to settle for this. What do I think of this movie? It was amazing. It easily, and I'm not just saying it because Wolvie's there, it was just the best of the best Deadpool movie ever. I mean, this is, I think, the best Deadpool has ever been. And I'm talking not just movies, but comics, video games, anything. This was the best representation of Deadpool. I mean, I still remember the days. I'm old enough to remember the days. People said Ryan Reynolds couldn't pull it off. People said Ryan Reynolds was the worst choice for Deadpool ever. Mostly because of that one X-Men Origins nonsense movie that happened. And of course the Green Lantern. People were legitimately terrified of him playing the character. I'd like to see those people now. I'd like to show them this movie right here. Show them how wrong they were. I mean, no kidding. This literally became a joke, a running gag. Even the Deadpool video game from a few years ago, over a decade ago, as a matter of fact, made a joke about that. No one's saying that now. No one's saying that now. Ryan Reynolds, who would have thought that an actor would be so perfect for a role as Ryan Reynolds is for Deadpool. And you know what? I'm not old enough to remember this, but people were saying the same thing about Hugh Jackman as Wolverine before they saw the first X-Men movie. People said he was the worst choice because he's too tall. As if that somehow determines whether an actor is good enough for a role or not. Come on. So you take these two actors who have never been more perfectly cast. Characters never been more perfectly cast. And you put them in the same movie together. It just creates magic. And make no mistake about it. It is a Deadpool movie. It is Deadpool 3. It centers around Deadpool. But the movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine. Not Deadpool featuring Wolverine, not Deadpool guest starring Wolverine. It is Deadpool and the Wolverine. Meaning, it is just as much a Wolverine movie as it is a Deadpool. Slightly more Deadpool, obviously, because I mean he's kind of, uh, I mean his name is first on the billing, but it is they somehow, and I loved Logan. Don't get me wrong, I loved Logan. Logan was the perfect ending for that character, and this movie does make a lot of references to Logan. But I mean, just because Logan was such a perfect ending to that character doesn't mean that character should end. Because I mean, Hugh Jackman was just so good as Wolverine. It's just there's no reason to let this character go, and that's exactly what they did in this movie. They still honor and respect the legacy of Logan in more ways than just one. But I mean, they just brought new life to this character of Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, and they did it in the most amazing way possible. And just, I'm speechless at how good this movie. I mean, this is the best, not only the best Deadpool movie, but this is the best MCU movie in a very long time. I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to Spider-Man No Way Home or Shang-Chi to get this level of quality. And I've been liking some of the MCU movies that came out after Endgame. I mean, they've been really hit and miss for me personally. Like, I think a lot of people, this is the best one that came out since then. And you know what? This movie kind of takes a big, long look at all the flaws that all these other MCU movies had and tries to put a positive spin on it. And this is legitimately the most successful of the bunch that came out post Endgame. So yeah, this is a really great time in the movie theater. Obviously, as you would expect, these two guys, I mean, it's not a spoiler, it's literally on the poster behind me. These two guys fight a lot in the movie. Now, of course, you take two practically immortal beings with weapons and force them to fight, it leads to some of the most glorious and goriest stuff in all of comic book movie history, and it is just a joy to watch. The action scenes are amazing, and of course, without spoiling, there are some cameos and guest stars. I don't really necessarily know when exactly is the line drawn between a cameo and a guest star. Maybe it's due to how much time they spend in the movie, but the guest stars, cameos, whichever way you want to call them, they were incredible and very unexpected. A lot of things were expected about this movie, but some of the cameos, which we didn't get to see in the trailers, were amazing. They just worked. They somehow, whoever was the mastermind behind this managed to. I'm really trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling, but they just gave the fans what they wanted. Somehow they managed to tap into stuff that fans of these movies have been wanting for years, and they gave us everything we wanted. Of course, it's not going to appeal to everybody, but I mean, for my money, it was worth every penny, every second of screen time that this movie had. And it's a long movie. At least it feels that way. It's a very long movie. Yeah, they just... Again, trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling too much, but I think if you've been following Marvel movie news, particularly Marvel Fox movie news, and you may have been disappointed with some of the things that may have happened in the past 20-something years, you're gonna be very, very, very satisfied watching this movie. This movie just... It closes a lot of... what's the word I'm looking for? It gives closure to a lot of dangling plot lines and loose threads, and it gives a satisfying ending to a lot of things. and in many ways it really does just feels like a very good love letter to the Fox Marvel universe in all its aspects, and you'll see what I mean when you watch the movie. But it really is a love letter and closing of the door on that universe. It's been an amazing run, and this movie just kind of seals the deal on it as it looks to the future, which of course is the MCU now. Now, of course, as we all know, when one door closes, another must open, and I really do feel like they're planning something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the optimist in me, but I think there's a lot of really good things to come in the future of the MCU. I think that it's not too late to close the book on that universe. There's still some time to save it. This movie saves it big time. I just really hope and wish Captain America: Brave New World can capitalize on the momentum that this movie brings. Obviously, more than 6 months away, but yeah. So really hope that the positive momentum can keep on going and going and going, and we can bring the MCU back to its former glory. Maybe not be as good as it used to be, but as good as it needs to be. Just so people could have fun watching Marvel movies again, that's really what we're here for in the movies. To have fun. Not to, yes, to over-criticize and nitpick stuff, which you can definitely do a lot in this movie. There are some flaws in it that I can't go into without spoiling, but this movie just is ample amounts of fun, and yeah, it is a movie experience, and there's something for everybody. Oh yeah, the music, because we all know Deadpool loves his shoving music into his movies. As far as the music goes, not only this is better than the previous two Deadpool movies, I would put the usage of songs, well-known songs in this movie, on par with the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Still think Guardians 1 had the better soundtrack from the music that they used, but I would put this, I'll put this below Guardians 1 and above Guardians 2. And while I did enjoy Guardians 3, the music was not, I think, the highlight of that movie. So yeah, the songs in this movie fit, and they're just a joy to listen to and a joy to sing along, even though I was kind of the only one in the theater singing it. Thankfully, the sound was so loud that nobody else heard me, so yay me. Anywho, at least no one complained. That's something. So yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, go see this movie. It's a movie that needs to be seen, and it's a movie that needs to be seen repeatedly to be properly appreciated. It's so good. It's really that good, and I think anything I add will only detract from this review. So thank you for watching. See you in the next movie, which I can't at the moment remember what it is, but who cares? We got this movie. I can watch this movie every week now till Captain America's Brave New World, or at the very least till it's no longer playing in theaters. So that's it for now. Thank you, and goodbye. Baby knife. Hi there. Thank you for watching the video. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'll see you next time.